First, I'd like to orient you on the work immersion rules and regulations. But before that, let me first share with you today's memory verse. It's found in Proverbs 16, verse 3. It says, "Commit the Lord whatever you do, and he will establish your plans." At the end of this lesson, we'll understand work immersion by discussing the work immersion rules and regulations. So in the work immersion program, there are many rules and regulations to follow. First, first and foremost, the rules established by the company or establishment where you are assigned. Second, the rules of your work immersion supervisor. Third, the rules of a school. And fourth is the rules of your work immersion teacher. These four must not be in conflict. Or, for example, when there are some instances when there is a conflict between these rules, then you need to seek for some advice, specifically from your work immersion supervisor. For example, I told you last time that the rules of the work immersion supervisor is you need to wear your uniform, your work immersion uniform. They have type A and type B. But then in one of the establishments, it says that ladies should not wear skirts. They must wear pants. So with that one, before we allow them to wear pants, they sought our advice so that we can give them a go signal that they should wear pants instead of their skirts. In another establishment, the rule was everybody must join in the company dinner. Now we know that this is a mixed crowd, and we did not allow them, even if it was a rule of the company, but we did not allow them so that they won't get exposed with other drinks that are not allowed. So we made an appearance with the company and we explained to them that our students could not do that. So they just agreed to us on that one. So again, when in doubt or in confusion about what to do, you need to ask your teacher. So what are the basic rules that you will apply in the work immersion program or once you will be in the workplace? First is a student in the work immersion program is under the training agreement or the memorandum of agreement. Now, once you have given your letter of intent, you need to ask them if a training agreement is necessary. If they are asking for a training agreement, then we can give one. But if they don't need a training agreement, then it's okay. You can go on with your work. The next is you need to be punctual. Be at your work area before the time and leave the work area after the time. For example, if your work is from 8 to 12, do not go there at 8, exactly 8. Go there at least 15 minutes before the time, and you need to leave the work area at least 5 minutes after the time. Now, before we really apply number 3, whenever for every 5 minutes of tardiness, they will have 1 hour of contributed labor. And mind you, we have a student who made a contributed labor for around 80 hours, equivalent to 1 work immersion program again. Next, number 4, you set your cell phones in silent mode, but with vibrate settings in case there is an emergency call. But here, in some company, they do not allow any cellular phones. So you need to keep your cellular phones at all times. No texting, no Facebooking during work hours. And we even have one agreement before. It is that no Facebook post, no Instagram post to be done during work hours. So from 8 to 12 and from 1 to 5, you're not allowed to post any post in the Facebook or in Instagram because you see, these these are official work hours. So you must focus on work. Next, number 5, you need to wear your prescribed work immersion ID. We don't have a UD4 because it's pandemic. We don't have an ID, so we could give you a template. But if it's just okay with the corporation, then no need to do that. Then you must attend the work immersion orientation conducted by the school and the establishment. Before we have 1 day of training, 1 day orientation, so that you will hear the side of the company. Number 7, we no longer ask you to do the portfolio conference, but we will have an online post immersion conference where you will share your experience for the work immersion program. The number 8, a student who fails to complete the work immersion program will be dropped the subject and enroll in a research or capstone or business simulation class or the equivalent community activity set by the DepEd. So in case you don't want to be the work immersion program, let us know so we can assign another teacher for you to be in a research project. So this ends for the rules and regulations.